Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Train Fever, back with Season 2, out in the Wild West. So, I've started up with my numbers showing, and as you can see, we're in profit. Well, hey, we're in May of, where are we, 1853, and we've made 150,000 this year. Last year, in total, we made 152. I think that speaks for itself. So we're profitable for the year, we're profitable up to this point of the year. So it's time to expand. And that expansion is largely going to be more of the same. So we want to get every city with a road, every city, town, it's a town. I play so many games these days where you could adequately call things cities. It makes a bit of a change to go back to where you're talking about towns again. Yeah, so I want to replicate that across all the other towns in the map, so that we can fuel a little bit of demand early on, get a bit of profit rolling. And I think this is one of the things. It's incredibly possible to have town populations over the 1,000 mark before you get to 1900. I have heard that some chap had managed to get a population of 5,000 before 1900. Quite how he managed to do that, I have no idea. But there you go. That's going to be my objective. Now, where's my nearest depot? So that's Lisgard there that we've just stopped up. But do I have a depot anywhere nearby? Did I put one in Bishop Stortford? Yes, I did. Guildford even. All right, you can grab your necessary materials from Guildford. So let's create a new line here. All pretty straightforward stuff. Nothing we've not seen before. There we go. That's it. Yep, quite a small route this one, but it all counts. Because obviously what we are going to try and do is make sure that every town is connected by the time we get to the end of this playthrough. In fact, not even by the time we get to the end, we're going to get there as quickly as possible. Right, set line. Actually, this is Lisgard 1. Right, line, set that to Lisgard. Set line. Off you go. Smashing. Right, next. So, yeah, another episode very much like the last one. Right, let's go Bishops Waltham and Hemsley and put the depot in Helmsley even. Bishops Waltham, do we need to do any road changes here? Nope, that's all good. Because the way I see it is if we're making profit now on the kind of scant services that we're offering, then multiplying that up by adding services to every town should pay dividends. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a combination of getting good passenger services running and getting good services operating into the major towns as well, so that we can at least make some of them pretty big by the time we start thinking about trains. Don't get me wrong, I'm thinking about trains already, but there you go. So this is Waltham. Okay, cool. Right, yes, smashing. And that's where we were going to put the depot. No, we're going to put the depot at Helmsley. Okay. Ooh, bit more road action needed here. We're keeping a close eye on the financial side of things, just to make sure that we don't overcook it early on. Let's take that up there so that it works just like that. It's not pretty, but it'll do. What else can we do here? Nope, don't need to do anything else here. Let's go. Yeah, so relatively straightforward stuff, really. Keep watching. This is nothing radical. And for the lack of care and attention I pay to actually placing stops around the place. Oh, hold on, that should be Bishop's Waltham, because we've got Waltham as well. Okay, Bishop's Waltham. Okay. And this new one, which I haven't done yet, is going to be Helmsley. Right, okay. So I'm not even thinking about where I'm going to be placing stations yet. I'm not thinking about, you know, what the hub and spokes is going to look like. I've got a pretty good idea where I'm starting it from, but we're not in a position yet to think more than getting our Helmsley. Has got an E in it, hasn't it? Yeah, Helmsley. Right, smashing. Okay, and we want a depot here as well. Smashing. So far, I'm pretty confident I've not made any mistakes. But then again, so far, I've not been doing anything particularly complicated. So there's plenty of time for mistakes to occur. So we need one on Bishop's Waltham, one on Helmsley Road. This is going to be Bishop's Waltham 1. Set line, thank you. Off you trot, and buy another one. This is going to be Helmsley 1. Helmsley 1. And some of the lines, I mean, I've got a couple of carriages working some lines already, and I think others are also ready for that to happen. But I'm not going to set them in motion just yet. There we go. You can also, in fact, I'll even keep the depot up here, because you can serve Middleton as well. In fact, what we can do at Middleton is that looks like a no-brainer goods setup there, so we'll make that happen. Yeah, so my goal is, I mean, if you watched the last playthrough from early on, you'll recall that I had several false starts with regards to my finances and my poor management thereof. And I'm, you know, obviously I'm going to avoid that. I know exactly the mistakes that I made. I tried to run before we were adequately walking, but more than that, this time around, I want to make sure that we're actually in a pretty strong financial position as quickly as possible. New line. I can't even remember what this place was called. Any takers? Middleton, thank you. Middleton. Right. Let's actually add some stations, shall we? Let's add some stops. Working? Yeah, that's working. Go, 9 stops, good. Done with you. Let's buy a road vehicle, set it to Middleton. There we go. So if all these new lines that I'm setting up work anywhere near as well as the initial stuff, then we should really be in business here. Oh, actually, while I'm at it, let's do the goods system for Middleton. Stick one out here. No, not depot. That's it. See, this is kind of, you know, it's suggesting a course of action with very little effort from me. Good. Oh, hold on. You were Middleton 1. Just as well I hadn't closed that window. Middleton 1. Right. Good. Trot on. No, wait, you haven't set the routes yet, you fool. Okay, so, what am I doing? New line. From here to there. Now that's Middleton Lumber. And let's have a look. Ellesmere's Lumber and Goods is already raking it in, making proper good money. So I think, you know, everywhere there's cargo on the go already, I really need to be exploiting that as much as possible. In fact, it might even be worth my while. I'll go and check and see how those two are doing, but it might well be worth my while to to expand the number of wagons I'm running on there already. Right, okay, so that was what, Middleton Lumber, and then we want Middleton Goods. And these lines are nice, and these stops are nice and close together as well. So this should, Middleton Goods, these should pay for each other, pay for themselves pretty quickly. Right, 1, 2, 3. Set line all onto Middleton Lumber. Right, and we'll buy some more. 1, 2, 3. And we'll set those onto Middleton Goods. Very good. Right, smashing. Now that's not going to pay off straight away, but we know how this works. Right, okay, I've blown almost 500,000. Let's get one more town done. Is there another one in route near Helmsley that I could work? Could do Alnwick maybe. What about going the other way? So many towns to play with. Right, here's Ellesmere, which has got a depot. Let's do Bingham. Now, I like that end there too much to leave it hanging. There we go. Nice. Passengers, please. Actually, I like that end as well. Yeah, alright, let's connect it up. Right, okay, right, put my stops in. This one, very straightforward, straight around the outside. Yep, this works. In fact, I might, from the get-go, stick 2 on here because it's quite a good length route. There we go. Let's see. What are we looking at here? 10, 11 maybe? Some of these might be a bit close together as well, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. What's it called? Bingham. Bingham. No. Bingham. No. Bingham. Bingham. Terrific. Good. Right. Let's go to the depot down here. Yeah. Let's go straight for 2. And this is going to be Bingham 2. Set line, and then this one's going to be Bingham 1. So yeah, okay. So this is actually only my second playthrough of the game. Is it really? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only my second playthrough. Don't question me. You know, and already it feels like, you know, a familiar friend. Right, let's get it rolling. In fact, let's go to wherever I was just now. Helmsley, because we should have an awful lot of wagons kicking out here. Here we go. Right, where are you off to? You're going to Middleton Lumber. Okay. Hopefully we've got passenger services in there as well. Or maybe it's doing it in reverse order. I don't really know. Anyway, the hope is that that these chaps turn a quick buck within the next year or so. Obviously, I mean, you can see how far away the town is from here, and these horse-driven wagons, they don't exactly haul ass. They're not the quickest thing you'll ever come across. So we may have a bit of a wait on our hands while they get into service, but you know, we've demonstrated no messing around when it comes to actually putting these things into service, and that's good. This is bold. It's aggressive. It's, you know, making a stand, making a bold claim that we are going to conquer the landscape very quickly. That's my theory anyway. Right, let's go and have a look and see how our existing goods service is actually stacking up so far over in Ellesmere. Right, let's have a look. Well, clearly there's loads. Wait, how many loads? 6. 17. Crikey. And over here, how many? What have we got waiting here? Nothing. Alright, we've got a disconnect happening. Are you using the line? You're not using the line. Why are you not using the line? Don't quite understand. Still, if we turn cargo on, if I recall correctly, leftover lumber is actually turning up in town where my goods service is picking up from. So maybe they just haven't put 2 and 2 together. I mean, look at this. Look, the goods are coming in anyway and not going to this particular stop. That's very strange. Anyway, let's get some... Let's put another 2 of these on Ellesmere lumber. Go. Off you go. Yeah, that's 13. Let's do 12. Ellesmere lumber set line. Okay, cool. And then let's buy another 2. 1, 2, and we'll set those on Ellesmere goods. And hopefully that encourages it to start using the goods kind of pickup area we've got going on there. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to rethink that. And don't get me wrong, this stuff might be moving slowly, but it is at least coming to the right place. I'm not thrilled, but you know, that's something. And we've got 7 passengers waiting there. We could put another coach on the. In fact, let's do it. Let's put another coach on the Ellesmere passenger run. Go, set line, off you trot. Right, in fact, let's do that across the board. Keep an eye on your money. So we've got another lumber production system going on here, which I should jump in front of. Okay. We'll get ahead of that once our cash has kind of moved in the right direction a little. Waltham Abbey, how are we doing? What do you got waiting there? 3, 2. Waltham Abbey, not quite ready yet for a second coach. Okay, that's all right. No pressure. About Nuneaton, I think we're actually running 2 in Nuneaton, aren't we? There's 1, there's the other. Yeah, okay, so Nuneaton, yeah, plenty of passengers working Nuneaton. Grand, okay, cool. So I could put another one in Nuneaton if I wanted to, but let's not get carried away. Alright, smashing. This is going really rather well. That workshop looks like it could... what do you got waiting there? 11. That's almost 3 coaches worth. Right, where's your depot? Did I send it from Guildford? Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Okay, well that's miles away. Let's grab another stagecoach here. In fact, let's grab another 2 stagecoaches and set them into workshop. Here you go, off you go. And while we're in the area, let's have a look and see how Guildford's doing. 3, 3, none. Yeah, okay. Guildford's fine as it is. Liskeard, which we've only just hooked up, has the coach even arrived yet? Doesn't appear to have done. So that's just initial stuff. There you go. This is the coach that will be servicing Liskeard, and it's still taking its time getting there. Bexley, I think, is going to be next on the target list because we can work the oil as well. And possibly do something dramatic and exciting with bridges. What sort of money are we talking about here? That's 40 grand. Yeah, it's not cheap. I'm not quite ready for that yet. I'll wait until I've got the passenger services up as well, and then we can replace this this coal iron steel output thing here that's feeding pretty much. Yeah, it's feeding Alnwick. If you're a resident, please let me know. Feeding that quite effectively. Good. This is all positive. This is all kind of working. And here's our fleet. Our fleet of vehicles that are going out to service Middleton. Terrific. Okay, cool. Do I want to put this into fast forward? Is that going to just repeat the sins of old, or is that actually going to help me out? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's see how we're doing. How did we end up last year? We ended up having spent 737,000. Yes, but 500,000 of that was on new vehicles, and the other 200,000 was on construction costs. We were up an additional 70,000 in revenues over the previous year. That's what we like to see. Now, obviously, maintenance costs are going to be higher, but they should be easily offset by the money these guys bring in. Let's just take it through a little to round out today's episode and see how we're getting on. So there we go. Just started February on 78, 80,000-ish in the bank having come in. And obviously, we're still waiting for quite a few of those new services that we just set up to actually kick off for the first time. So, you know, that's pretty positive. Let's have a look. Actually, while I'm here, let's... I can't have a look at what trains are available without placing a depot, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. I like it. Alright, let's have a look and see if any of these new routes have paid off yet. Not as yet, no. Okay, there's nothing to be concerned about. If we can keep everything under 7 minutes, so Stortford, once it's well, Stortford already looks to be bedding in. Let's go have a look and see if he's ready for some company. No, not even remotely. Although maybe that would drive it forward a little more if I did give him some company. It's hard to say. I don't know if just the provision of kind of passenger services actually encourages more passengers onto the system. You know, see, look, there's 2 waiting. Let's do it. Let's chance it. Give me one of those, and we'll plant him on Stortford, please. There you go. And we'll see if that pays off at all. You never know. It's got it down below 7 minutes anyway, and I think that's what I'll stick to as a goal for the time being. Is let's keep all of the route lengths below 7 minutes. So that's taken that down to 3, which is lovely. Anybody else making money? Ellesmere Goods is up to 75,000-ish for the day, which is interesting given that Ellesmere hasn't typically actually been dropping any goods off for me to deliver, despite the fact that it's pumping out goods at a heck of a rate. But come on, stick them in there. The only reason I'm making money off this is because these guys are picking up wood that has overspilled from in town. Look at that. That's 80,000. That's 120,000 right there. That would have done nice things for our balance, won't it? There we go. 391,000 made this year. We're in December, but we're up again. And once again, we've had a profitable year. Now, if I were to use my brain and calculate exactly how much it costs to set up a town, I'd be able to schedule this properly, but who has that kind of time? I certainly don't. And I'm okay. Oh, hold on. What's that? Goods waiting. Excellent. Finally, it's starting to think about maybe try to deliver more goods. But I'm delivering as much wood as I can, my friend. Go. This, hopefully, that's on the right line. Which line are you on? Yes, you're on the goods line. Okay, cool. That is the right one. Okay, cool. Right, that'll wrap it up for this time. Okay, so where are we going next? More of the same. I think we've probably got another couple of episodes of, hectic and perilous road travel ahead of us. Don't worry though, it's going to get more exciting, and by the time that I've got this, so I mean, look, the money's looking tidy, and with all of this under control, we'll be able to go training very, very quickly. So that's it for this week. This week? No, I'll be back tomorrow. My name's been Colonel Failure. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch up with you next time. where we're going to be doing more things with horses. So I'll see you then. Thanks very much. Cheerio.